What's going on? It's another week for Choice Nugs Only. This week on Choice Nugs Only, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I mean, it's the same thing for you, but we're going to be doing a joint podcast with Itty Bitty Podcast. So if you haven't checked out that show yet, each week it's different guests, varying from comic books to video games to cannabis, everything in between. So it's a little bit about me kind of learning some shit. So if you like this show, check it out. If you like this show, make sure you subscribe, rate, review, share, tell all your friends if you're liking it so far, and hit up the Hotbox Hotline 702-907-TOKE. And if you're ready to hang out with us, we kind of talked a little bit about Thanksgiving, and it was a good episode. We had laughed a lot, so it's a good one to kind of get through the holiday week on. And so, yeah, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving and tune in and smoke out. This is Choice Nugs Only.
That sounded like an intro to the band. Fucking drum roll and shit.
Fuck. Choice Nugs Only. What is it? Week 19. I keep fucking up the days. I don't remember what fucking. I think it's 19. Episode 19. Going on episode 20. I think actually this is going to be a dual purpose episode. I think I'm going to release this as the Itty Bitty Podcast. So for those of you who have been listening to the Itty Bitty Podcast and are just coming over from that, thanks for listening, but this is the other show we do. Choice Nugs Only with my co-host, Big V, Vince.
What up?
I'm Perry.
So you're gonna do it like a duel. So this is the Itty Bitty Podcast at the same time.
Yeah, because I don't have an episode I have a bunch of episodes lined up for the end of the week, but because of the holiday, I wanted to release. I think this is going to be just the same podcast for both episodes. We've done it before in the past.
Oh, that's dope.
So we'll just it'll be like a crossover episode. So people who don't really listen to Choice Nugs or people that don't really listen to Itty Bitty Podcast can kind of listen in. It's a holiday weekend, so we're going to fucking keep it light and fucking airy. And, I don't know what that last word was.
That's kind of weird.
So, my bad, bro.
It's okay. How's life?
Well, before I forget, don't forget to call in to the Hotbox Hotline, 702-907-TOKE. Tell us about your Thanksgiving plans, or tell us about what your Thanksgiving traditions are.
Tell us about a funny fucking story. Thanksgiving story.
Funny Thanksgiving story.
Disasters. Thanksgiving, yeah, dude. Always happens with that one dumbass trying to fucking deep fry his turkey and doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, they try to put like a frozen turkey into the deep fryer.
Don't measure the fucking oil and shit. Yeah, it'll be enough.
And then put the fire out with water.
Idiot.
Yeah, it just never fucking goes. I've never deep fried a turkey.
I have, yes.
You said you're good at it, huh?
I'm pretty good at it. It's pretty hard to fuck it up, dude.
How much fucking oil do you need for that?
It depends on the size of the bird. So what you do is you basically put the bird in and you fill it up with water and then you mark it with a Sharpie. And then that way when you pull the bird out, it shows you your level, you know what I mean?
What do you mark with a Sharpie?
The outside of the tin that you fry it in, the pot.
Yeah.
So you basically put the bird in just for a measurement with water because each bird's going to be a different width, length. And
okay. So you kind of pre-plan it.
Yeah, you have to. Out. And then you got to dry the shit out of the bird.
I cannot
have no water.
The way I always do my turkeys, I always fucking inject. I get like a fucking
Cajun
syringe.
The Cajun butter.
No, I haven't done Cajun butter, but that sounds like a good idea.
Pretty good.
I usually do whatever broth or like some type of crazy shit, and then I'll just throughout the day on top of basting it with butter. Like I baste the outside with butter to get it nice and like crispy on the outside, and then you inject it with fucking super juice.
Nice.
That's what I call it. You just inject it right into the breast.
Are you doing the turkey this year?
I don't think I am.
So, He's doing it?
Well, somebody's doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't know who's doing it. I'm not responsible.
I'll show up for KFC or something.
You should show up dressed as the Colonel. Like, I'm ready to eat some turkey. Like, that's not your thing, motherfucker. Your thing is chicken.
You dumb fuck.
That could be a new fucking Thanksgiving tradition.
Do you know what I ate today? Just because we're already talking about Thanksgiving shit.
For it.
Dude, so where's it at? Check this shit out. I don't know if you're able to. Oops. Sorry, I fucked something up.
I fucked it up.
No, like I thought I was ready and I wasn't.
Oh, well, whatever.
So I started off with that bad boy.
Yeah, you made what?
Bomb ass beef vegetable stew.
So
soup.
beef stew.
Yeah, no, not stew, soup. Just
Beef and vegetable soup?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I didn't make this.
You bought it?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, shit.
Open faced turkey sandwich with garlic mashed potatoes and gravy.
Damn, that's what you had for lunch?
Yeah. That's why I didn't want to cook. I'm full as fuck now.
I had to fucking get my shit together this Monday because this past weekend was not good for me food-wise. I made snickerdoodle. Did I tell you I made snickerdoodle cookies?
I didn't get any. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Nobody got any.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I was planning on bringing them for people, but we ate all of them. Me and my fucking wife just
That's
went
pretty
to town on them.
Sometimes you gotta do it.
And then my mom sent me birthday gifts. My birthday's next week, so this is I actually fucking opened my shit early. One of them because I knew what it was. I shook it. And she sent me a box of Rice Krispie Treats cereal.
Badass.
So dude, it's been so long. I pretty much cut sugar out of my diet. I mean, a couple years ago. I still have it occasionally. Like I like to do fucking fruit for dessert rather than actual fucking refined sugar, whatever the fuck it's called. And yeah, man, I had a bowl of Rice Krispie Treat cereal. I finished it, passed out from the sugar high, like almost instantly. Like a couple minutes went by and I like fucking passed out. Woke back up and I was like, it'd be good? That milk that was sitting there and that sugar. So I drank.
You're a sick fuck. It's all warm and shit.
Drank that shit and then I fucking took another mini nap.
Nice.
Laid back down. But I made fucking biscuits and gravy, sausage gravy for breakfast.
I didn't get any.
You missed out football. You had to work. Some of us are unemployed. So I made sausage and biscuits.
You're such a piece of shit, dude.
Biscuits and sausage gravy with eggs and coffee, and then we had sparkling fucking white grape juice, and then I had the cereal for like a midday snack.
You're so fat.
Woke up after my nap and had some more biscuits and sausage gravy. Then I made shepherd's pie for dinner.
I've never had shepherd's pie.
You know what it is?
No, but basically I just want to get this clear real quick.
Yeah.
Out of all the great things you just mentioned, I did not get any.
Yeah, you're going to be really mad when I tell you what shepherd's pie is.
No, I'm probably because especially since you're here, which tells me you could have just saved some and brought it with you.
But that's my lunch for like the rent. I'm unemployed.
You don't have
now.
a fucking job. You don't have to lunch. Eat a goddamn peanut butter and jelly.
That's I can't even afford to buy peanut butter and jelly.
I'll give you some before you leave, but you bring back my plate, motherfucker. You just got done talking about drinking sparkling grape juice and shit. Like we can't afford, motherfucker.
Well, it was in place of alcohol because I can't afford alcohol. So,
ooh, that's a hard thing.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, I got serious with that right there.
So you want to know what shepherd's pie is?
I do.
So shepherd's pie, but if you don't know what it is, shepherd's pie is not pie at all. Cook your beef. So you do ground beef, or some people use lamb, but you do it with like Worcestershire, chicken broth. You kind of mix it up till it's almost like a mixture. You brown the shit first, and then you take that, put it aside. You do your mashed potatoes. You cook your mashed potatoes, make them, whip them up, do whatever, and then you do your filler veggies, which will be like corn, which isn't really a vegetable, but corn, green beans, peas, like that type of shit. So you make that, and you mix it in. Some people mix it in. Some people do like 3 layers. I mixed it in just because it's easier. You mix it in with the meat and the fucking veggies, and then you layer the mashed potato on top. So
Nice.
It's like a pie. You put that shit in the oven, let it cook together for a minute, and then you eat it like that.
So why didn't you bring me any?
Because that's my lunch for tomorrow. That's what I'm living off for the rest of the week. So I don't have to go grocery shopping.
Wow.
It's hard out here, man.
You know it's hard out here for people. Oh, shit.
That's a good movie.
Shepherd's pie sounds fucking delicious.
It is really good. It's like it's an Irish
Do
thing.
you know how to make like, god damn it, chicken pot pies?
I mean, I could probably figure it out. If you just have to from
delicious.
scratch.
They're so fucking delicious.
Yeah, you have to make crust. So that's like one of those things that would take. I'm sure it wouldn't be too difficult. I'm sure it's pretty easy.
Well, yeah, KFC makes them.
We just got an air fryer actually. So I forgot about that. My wife got an air fryer.
Super hard out here. Super hard.
And that
The struggle is fucking real, God.
Well, listen, we're trying to cut down on our oil consumption. So when you use an air fryer, you use less oil, therefore saving us money in the long run.
Oh,
I'm
smart
out here
thinking.
for life tips.
Good shit, dude. This
So
is
if you're
free to the
unemployed-
people?
Hey, free.
Holy
No
shit.
charge. But yeah,
When are you going to use the air fryer?
we were trying to do something with it over the weekend.
Shrimpies, dude.
Shrimpies. What did I just make with shrimp the other day that was fucking bomb? I don't remember.
Garlic quinoa fucking shrimp. I remember. I never had that either.
No, it wasn't that.
I didn't get any of that. So that means I also didn't get any of this other you're talking about. This is some bullshit, P. I was really at work the other day. Everybody's looking at me. They're like, what's wrong? I was like, I'm hungry. I'm like, where's Perry?
Damn.
I told you about what's his name. Somebody walked up to me talking to me. I just looked right at him. I'm like, you're not Perry.
You're not.
And walked away.
You'll never be Perry.
Oh, fucking. Oh, yeah. It's all
But
right.
I mean, I didn't. Well, so since I've been unemployed, I mean, I've actually been productive. I didn't like a lot of people when they get fired, they just use it as an excuse to sit around. So despite eating hella sugar and fucking snickerdoodles and shit, I still worked out. I did double session workouts.
Took glands for a walk.
2 out of 3 days. I took my dog for a walk. His name's Dexter. My dog's fucking name is Dexter.
Glands.
He had his anal glands expressed one time. It's not enough for his nickname to stick. It's something most dogs, it's common when they get old, and his ass does not stink as bad anymore.
It doesn't.
So
He's a good dog.
yeah, he's good.
I'm
He's
sorry. I took you totally off your. You're fucking trying to explain to the people how you're productive.
No,
when you're
I'm not gonna sit around fucking feeling sorry for myself.
So you collecting welfare?
Collecting welfare. No, I filed for unemployment, but I already applied to a job. I'm still trying. I told you I applied to my cannabis dream job.
Did you really do it?
I really did. Yeah, that's something they were hiring for. You had to send in like a video submission. So if you're listening to this, don't fucking steal my shit. I saw it first.
Don't actually. I did.
What?
I seen that application thing a couple weeks ago.
Well, it was wild because I saw it on some random, like when I had decided, when I got fired and then I decided that I was like, all right, well, I'm going to focus my time on the podcast. So I started reaching out to guests, and I saw it on like a guest with some dude who asked to be a guest on my show's page. And that's how I found out about it. So it was like kind of if I didn't get
Was it
fucking
legit?
fired, supposedly, I don't know. They say they send you weed and then you do it. Like it's a testing thing. I don't know. I probably just gave a stranger a bunch of my info.
Yeah, because
it was from like an actual website though and everything. So
which is so hard to build.
I mean, yeah, I built one and it's not that good, but
Yeah, so just take somebody a little smarter than you to hustle the world. Send your credit card information and bank
I mean, I didn't
routing.
have to do any of that shit. But like, if they
No,
just
I
start
think it's actually
shipping
legit.
me, I mean, yeah, if they want me to test weed, I've lived in 3 different states that are weed legal.
You got to have 6
I've had
different
my
slang
medical
words
card.
for marijuana.
I did the 6
that-
different slang words.
You got to have, what were your slang words?
Ganja. Don't write these down. Ganja, pot, devil's lettuce, herb, nugs.
What do they call it back home?
I don't know what a fucking
Like, y'all-
hydro, fucking depends on what you're.
So we used to call it like doja.
Doja. I don't know what the fuck that
Doja
is.
tree.
Tree.
Ugafar.
I did 6. I can't remember which all 6. I came up with like 5 hella fast, and the last one I was
You
like,
E40
and I was
them.
like, oh, pot. Duh.
You probably E40'd it. They just made up your own fucking word. Broccoli, bitch.
Broccoli.
You know what I'm saying? What else did they? I did. What else didn't they have? You had to like take a video and like look
Yeah, I did
different
a video.
directions and all that to show that you're like.
No, it just said like do a video to say like why. So it was like it said either a headshot or preferably a 60-second video. So I mean, obviously, if
You
the
gave them a
people
61-second video. Just
No, it was
to do
like
a little
it
over?
was like a minute 5, a minute and 5 seconds.
65 seconds. You went over the 60. You didn't
Yeah,
follow the
I was
directions.
like, you know what, man, it's hard to do it in 60 seconds. But so
What'd you say?
I just said why I would be perfect for the job and fucking I don't know. So yeah, it was like whatever, and then I sent some shit. I was typed some shit. You have to like send a little bio / resume. So I kind of told my story.
You should have sent him a little envelope, fucking stashed full of doobies.
Like, these are
like
all-
it's my research, bitch.
this is my graveyard.
Yeah, dude. I hope you get hired. Did you have to have a
It'd be dope.
referrals?
I mean, you don't even make that much money.
$3,000 a month to smoke weed
Yeah, but I mean, I would save hella money because I'd be smoking.
for free,
Yeah,
not doing shit.
yeah, that would be an amazing.
That is absolutely
come up.
ideal for you.
It is. No boss.
Maybe this is God's plan.
Maybe. We'll see. Hopefully.
Yeah, there's always a boss, P.
I know. There's
There's
always. They'll be like,
always a
can you
boss."
smoke that? Can you smoke more weed? I'm like, I've been smoking as much as I
I'm
can.
doing
They're
all
like,
I
no, you
can,
have to
sir."
smoke more weed. Like,
yeah,
oh,
no way.
God.
I actually seen it and I was reading on it, but as soon as it said like edibles and shit, I was like, yeah, not for me.
Yeah, well, I'm going to take edibles, and they're going to be like, this motherfucker is a freak because he's just sitting there, like, not feeling... edibles don't really do shit to me. I don't know what it is.
I still got a bunch of those caramels, dude.
Well, do you?
Yeah, you want some?
Yeah. I
Would
always
you like
try.
to eat one right now?
I'll eat one right now, yeah. We can
we pause it?
Yeah, we can
We'll have
pause
to go
it.
out and get them.
Oh, where
They're
are
in my
they?
truck.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Cool.
How many... I mean, what are the milligrams?
They're 10, but I got like another 8 or 9 in there. You can eat like 5.
5? How much sugar is in those, though?
I don't know. You have to look at it, dude. But we could do a whole fucking report right now.
All right.
The people.
Well, I
might
don't think
wanna
I'm going to
know.
get high by the time this podcast finishes. But all right, we're going to take a break. I'm going to go take an edible, and then we'll be back.
Or a few.
Yeah, or a few.
You should do the same.
Yeah, you should do the same. Oh, shit. We're back. I've eaten some edibles.
Nice.
Well, we're in weed legal Washington, so I can fucking do that. But
And you're warming up for your new job, your new career.
this is me. That was like, if that wasn't a job interview, I don't know what it was. Like me just stopping my own podcast in the middle of it to take edibles, to give you an honest review of those edibles.
What did you think?
They tasted good. They tasted like little caramels, but
They did. They still got that aftertaste though.
yeah, like the little weed flavor. Honestly, the best tasting thing I ever ate that had edibles in it was, or not edibles, that had like weed in it was pizza. I had a pizza from like one of the medical dispensaries in California when I had my medical
Nice.
card there. And I think it was 250 milligrams of THC in this pizza.
Jesus.
And so I baked it. You know, you bake the pizza, then you eat that shit. I ate like half of it, and I was like, I'll start with that. But it tasted delicious because the weed just tastes like another spice like that you cook with, you know,
Right.
like oregano or some shit. And you could taste a little bit of the weed, but I ate that entire fucking pizza, 250 milligrams, and I didn't feel shit. Nothing.
Do you think maybe they just sold you a fucking Tony's pizza?
I mean, it was from the medical store. It wasn't like... It was...
I mean, that's like if you go talk, like I always talk to the dudes right here at the little head shop and the little tree shop.
Yeah.
They always tell me how, like, none of the numbers fucking matter, dude.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so when they're saying it's 250 milligrams, it's probably 25.
Right, that's the thing. It's
Like, who the fuck really knows?
Yeah, I thought that they were better at it with the California ones because it was medical, but then like just recently they had those big sales where they were trying to unload all that fucking weed because none of it was tested and they couldn't sell any of it.
Did you know that they just fucking raised the taxes in Cali on the weed?
Did they? That's so
Like, how's
bullshit.
California the only fucking state that isn't making this work for them?
I don't
You
understand.
look at
it.
Colorado, they're like, we had 30.3 million plus in our fucking surplus and blah, blah, blah. California's like, we're in debt.
Yeah, well, because they're making it so hard. I watched that fucking documentary you told me to watch a while back. That one,
Murder Mountain?
yeah, was it called Murder Mountain?
Yeah, dude.
About
And Humble.
Humble, and them trying to.
Wasn't that a great documentary? I'm sorry.
It was really good.
That was a fucking really good
I
documentary.
didn't know all that. That they like.
I'm from the area and I didn't even know that
Yeah.
shit. Like some of the shit I was watching, like, it's really that thick out there, bro.
But then
Like,
when they tried to get legal, like they were making it so hard for the people on the mountain that it was just like, well, fuck it, we're just gonna keep doing it our way, the legal way and shit. And like they had some people on board and some people that didn't.
super great argument though.
Yeah.
With the murder plot twist in the whole documentary, I was like,
What was the? You can spoilers if you. It's called Murder Mountain. It's a good fucking documentary.
so don't you remember when the guy gets murdered out in front of the house? Like all the people.
Oh
go up
yeah,
to-
yeah. He just kills him right
And
in
like
the
and
middle
just
of the
like
day.
there,
they're
and
just
everybody's
like,
like, we don't know who buried him.
Yeah.
They're hella hillbilly about it, like straight up, dude. Martial law, like our own justice, dude. Fuck it.
and then it got to the point where they were like begging the cops to come back, and the cops were like, "Nah, fuck you." Like you
Yeah,
didn't want
dude,
us
that-
anymore. Like
It was a really good documentary. I wish I could find more. What are you doing?
I'm just changing the levels because we're peaking a little bit. So
Oh, was I being too loud?
no, you're fine. It's just I'm trying to get it so that way when you are loud, it's not peaking. So you're good. Whatever.
Sorry, you threw me
Keep
off.
going, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw you
No,
off.
you're good. I just whenever you move like that, I'm like, what the fuck happened?
What did I do?
Yeah,
no,
what
I have
I-
to. We don't have a third person as producer, so I'm having to fucking
Dude, we
check
don't
the
need a
levels as
third
we go.
person. You are him.
I am him now.
I mean, we're not saying that biblically or nothing, but like you are him, he is you.
We are all
Yeah,
together.
yesterday, today,
I'm
and
the
forever.
walrus. Cuckoo. Yeah, that was fucking nuts that your fucking son doesn't know the Beatles, by the way.
I think he's full of shit. He does that
He's
shit
got it.
sometimes.
I mean, it's one thing to be like, I've never heard a song from the Beatles, and like, you know, not know if you have, but to be like, I don't know who the Beatles are. I mean, what kind of shit is that?
Nah,
You gonna work out?
No, I was actually looking just because I have those Bowflex fucking goddamn dumbbells, the adjustables. 2.5 pounds to like 55 or 58 pounds. They're pretty dope.
So if you were to get into working out, what would you do? Where would you start? Like, where would you start?
Cardio.
Yeah.
Always, man. Yeah,
well,
cardio.
no, I think you should start. I think you've got a bunch of like shit wrong. I think you should not wrong, but
cardio, resistance bands, lightweight, high rep.
Yeah, dude, there you go.
Yeah.
I think you should do some.
Dude, I know how to work out. I used to work out.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
I just like alcohol too fucking much.
Yeah,
alcohol is my friend. I'm drinking Bloody Marys right now.
The last time I drank was with you the last week when we recorded,
which is pretty fucking awesome, by the way. Every time we drink together is awesome.
I'm not drinking today though.
You had a drink.
I smoked and I had a sip of your fucking Bloody Mary.
That's a drink.
And that shit was enough to make me not want any more. I was like, no.
Quit being a pussy, dude.
I don't like the next day. I waste so much time, and I can't. If I'm unemployed as it is, I can't be like adding into the mix that I'm hungover and unemployed, because then I'm just not going to get shit done.
What's coming up for the podcast? So like, what's new? What's on the horizon? Do you mind sharing any of that? Because I was just bringing it up. I thought it'd be.
Well, yeah, I do have a couple things.
Especially since this is like a crossover, you said possibly?
Well, this is a crossover episode. Yeah, this will be the episode. And I think I'm going to try to do a Thanksgiving episode depending on how things goes. So I'm going to try to get one done.
I'm still invited, right?
Yes.
With all my kids?
Yes, with all your kids, yes.
We're eating this week.
Yep.
We the only niggas that's gonna show up with styrofoam to-go containers. We brought our own shit.
Oh shit! Fuck. That'll be funny if he showed up with that shit.
No, play with me because I will, just to fucking make you laugh. Shit.
Shit. So yeah, what the fuck?
What's new?
What's new? What's on the horizon?
What's podcasting in the podcast newness?
In the podcast newness? Well, I mean, as of right now, I'm just I need to focus more on content and promotion and shit. And I don't have any like actual news. I do have a little bit of news. The logo should be changing soon, hopefully here. So we're not going to have the old fucking logo. So that should be changing here at some point soon.
Dope.
But aside from that, now we're just going to keep going. There's a couple things that I've got on the horizon, but I'm just trying to make it through the end of this year. And I've got some interviews and shit lined up for the other show.
Nice. You mind sharing with who?
No.
And I'm only asking this honestly because I know normally we're on here, we just kind of shoot the shit.
Right.
And is there normal shit I would ask you because I haven't heard?
Well, I don't honestly like. One is a guy. One of the people that I'm trying to get on there has like a desert survival company. So that's pretty cool. That's one
pretty
I'm
interesting.
looking forward to. Yeah. So like you go to a desert island, this motherfucker trains you and shit, and then. So I'm trying to get him. He reached out when I put a post. But then he asked me how many fucking listeners I had. So I guess it's gonna depend on that. So I was just like, whatever. Yeah. So
some people, man.
Some people's children, you know. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, here's another question, man. I think it would be cool just to bring up, especially if it's going on both. Mm-hmm. Who are you wanting to interview? What kind of people? Well, because there might be people that are listening that know somebody, or maybe they are that somebody, and they're like, "Fuck, I didn't know he wanted to talk to somebody like me." And
well, I mean, for the Itty Bitty Podcast, that one is different each week. So, I mean, if you've listened to the show, you know that we've got different guests on. We've done that Dungeons and Dragons episode. We've talked about cannabis. We've talked about video games. We've talked about, I think,
hydro.
Yeah, so
racing.
I actually get somebody coming on that I met. I started to use Twitter. So my goal is to be better on Twitter.
What do you find useful about that Twitter shit?
Twitter, I've actually got a couple guests from Twitter. So Twitter is actually really good about like for reaching out to meet potential guests. So I think that's where I'm more likely to find like, you know, like the most potential guests that are like reaches for me. So what I'm basically doing right now is I'm trying to hone my skills and get better as in somebody who's because I don't want the interview to feel like it's forced or like, you know, I want them to leave an interview with me being like, oh, that was something that somebody else didn't do. So I've just kind of been getting better at that with doing little interviews here and there with people in different subjects. But, well, now that I've got more time, that's what I'm going to start focusing on is fucking getting guests that like reaching for guests that I want to get, musicians.
And that's mainly Itty Bitty, right?
Itty Bitty, yeah. We don't have guests on this one. I mean, this one will have smoking sessions and shit, like if people want to sit in and smoke.
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah, fucking...
Now, what? Any more calling? Any more callers?
We would be playing them if we had them. People don't want to call in. I thought that they would want it, so
that kind of sucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's whatever. We still are growing. I haven't, honestly, like I said, I haven't really been promoting. It's been like a soft roll. Like, I just now started inviting people to like the pages and all that shit.
That's dope.
So it was just more of like I wanted to know what I was doing and make sure that it was something I could do before. And now it's like going on almost 6 months. So the 20th episode will be six months, I think.
That's dope.
I think that's how the time works out. But so we've got, I got some shit coming up. Don't worry about us. We're going to be good.
No, I just hadn't asked in a while, so I figured I'd ask. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, yeah.
Got to find shit out.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to find a comedy show to go to.
What type of, just a stand-up comedy?
Someone decent.
I'm trying to think. Who was the last one I went and saw? I went and saw Bert Kreischer.
I was trying to get you to go with me to go see Ryan Davis, but you're going to be gone.
Oh, yeah, I would go see Ryan Davis.
Yeah, he's coming out.
I liked him, like, when he first came out, and it was who the hell was Ryan Davis? You started seeing that shit everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's kind of blown up. I mean, he's not, like, huge, but
he's not like no motherfucking Kevin Hart or anything.
No, but he's funny as fuck. I mean...
He is.
I actually haven't watched his stand-up. I've only seen his videos, if I'm going to be honest with you. So I'm not really...
Yeah, December 28th, he'll be in Tacoma.
December 28th. I'll be there, but I'm going to be like, that's like the day before I leave, so there's no way I'm going to be able to go.
You don't want to go?
I don't think so. I think we leave early on the 29th, because we usually leave.
There goes my plans.
My bad, man.
No, it's okay. I just don't have nobody else to invite. I'm joking. I figure, you know what, dude? Stand-up's always fun.
It is, and it's not... I can never understand when people go and they don't have fun at a stand-up show.
You know what?
Like, what did you think you were going to?
I just fucking remembered something.
What's that?
What were we talking about from Burger King?
Burger King, the Impossible Whopper?
Mm-hmm.
What about it? You want to get how did we just go from stand-up to the Impossible Whopper?
Because I just remembered. I wanted to tell you, I tried it.
Oh, did you?
I tried it.
And?
It was fucking pretty good.
Does it taste like a Whopper?
It actually kind of does. Yeah, it doesn't taste. It doesn't not taste like a Whopper.
Who gave you one for free? Because I know you didn't pay for that shit. It. You did?
I was drunk.
You were drunk? Did you buy a backup just in case you didn't like it?
Yeah, I bought my kid one. Me and Tydrick went, dude, and my 17-year-old, and we went over there, dude. And I'm kind of like, yeah, I want some cheesy tots. Like, that's off top. You know what I mean? Who doesn't like tater tots with cheese in them?
I'm not the biggest fan of them, but
you're stupid then. Okay. So, but moving past ignorance,
ignorance is bliss sometimes.
Dude, first of all, they're fucking delicious, diarrhea. Dude. They're deep fried tater tots with this gooey cheese in them. Like,
I'd rather live in ignorance than have that gooey cheese sprayed all over my toilet bowl. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, no. Okay, so first of all, it's fucking deliciousness. All right. And I offset my bad choice with a good choice. I went vegan, or whatever you call it. And I was like, you know what? I asked Tydrick, I'm like, Tydrick, should I get an Impossible Whopper? He was like, I'm not. And I'm like, but should I? He was like, yeah. I was like, you gonna try it too? He goes, yeah. But my backup was his Whopper, right?
Oh, so if you didn't like it. So
now if I make him share my Impossible Whopper, I shared with you. You know what I mean? Or I would have punked him, one or the other. But dude, I ain't gonna lie, I ate the whole fucking thing.
Yeah?
It was actually good.
Did it taste like a burger?
I did put cheese on it, though.
Oh, then it's not 100% vegan.
Well, I wasn't really trying to be vegan.
You just said I went vegan.
Or something like that, okay? Leave me alone. My inexperience.
One thing you're not going to do is you're not going to come on this podcast and lie to our listeners, okay? You just said you went vegan.
You just said you were struggling.
What? I did.
Fuck off, Perry. Anyway, so my veganish burger,
your Impossible Whopper. Just
there you go. Yeah,
Impossible.
there you
go. Your Possible.
It wasn't
Whopper.
horrible, dude. It wasn't something like I would. Here's the thing: regular Whopper's $3. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker's $6.
They double charge. Why is the thing that's always healthier? They
real.
always
the
charge you double
real.
for. Like, isn't plant shit cheaper than meat?
You would think, but because it's a new process, I guess.
I want to know what they fucking use. And I don't want to know how often like it gets mixed with like the actual burgers and cooked with that.
On the same grill? That's not kosher.
People, yeah. I feel like I already saw that somebody complained about that.
I want to see what's in the ingredients. Hold on.
Yeah.
Impossible And you seen the new? No, we talked about that.
Which one?
The fucking sausage sandwich at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, how they have it's the what's it called?
Impossible sausage.
Impossible sausage. Yeah, that's the new thing apparently.
So it's a huge step for plant-based meat.
How much? I mean, I feel like there's still gonna be hella carbs and other shit that you're still. It's just still not a healthy alternative.
The Impossible Whopper includes everything that comes on a regular Whopper: a quarter-pound patty, tomatoes, lettuce, mayonnaise, ketchup, pickles, white onions, and a sesame seed bun. But in the place of the usual flame grilled beef patty, there's an Impossible Burger Patty, which consists of a unique ingredient called soy legumoglobin.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
But I ate it. Among other things that make Impossible Burgers so meat-like. It still doesn't tell you. Okay, is Impossible Whopper vegetarian or vegan? Vegetarian, yes. Vegan, no. You hear that, listeners?
Yeah, so it would be...
Vegetarian.
Yeah.
Okay. Total friendly for all plant-based eaters. No again. The Impossible Whopper served as it is on the menu cannot be vegan because the burger is topped with mayonnaise, which is made of eggs. Goddamn, vegans can't eat shit.
It's like anything plant or animal, or even plant or anything animal based you can't eat. Yeah.
You can't eat shit if you're vegan. That's horrible.
Yeah, pretty much fuck. All right, we're back again.
So it's not vegan.
It's not vegan, yeah.
But it's vegetarian. Vegans can't do nothing. That's. I'm sorry, vegan people. I couldn't do it, bro.
I mean, I get some people, like, you know, what's his name? Fucking Kevin Smith, the director. He had a heart attack and shit, and so he went vegan.
No.
But
why? I mean,
if it's going to save your life, no?
If it's going to save your life, but you're not living?
Yeah, and I don't know how good it is for you. I mean, I feel like there's not enough.
It's like vaping.
We're
all of a sudden you got popcorn lungs and shit.
Well, it's like people are fucking animals. You're supposed to, I feel like you're supposed to
kill other things and eat it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think limited meat. I try not to go overboard on too much red meat, and I'm fat.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I like fucking food, bro.
Yeah.
Not fat, but like, you know, like I'm a hefty nigga. I breathe heavy, the whole shit. But my thing is like, okay, but if I'm eating red meat every day,
right?
No bueno. But if I'm eating pork every day, no bueno.
Yeah. I try to mix it up.
I like chicken. I like a lot of fish. Super weird, I guess. I don't know.
So we should switch it up to it's this week. There's a fucking Thanksgiving week holiday. And we got Black Friday coming up too, which I don't have to fucking work anymore. That's fucking amazing.
That's fucking great. So feel bad for people who do though.
I mean, I'm probably going to go cause some problems for somebody. I'm like, I want this shit, and I want it on the price that Best Buy has it for.
Can you please come and buy from me?
No, there's no fucking way. They would call the cops as soon as I pulled in.
Dude, I asked.
Oh, yeah, because I'm buying
something. Asked, dude. No, and they said they would match the price.
No. I'm
if you're going to buy it, dude, you might as well get it from me.
No, we're talking about me buying the Note 7. The Note 7 is the one that was blowing up. The Note 8 is what I'm going to get.
The Note 10, motherfucker.
Fucking A, the Note 10.
Jesus, you're back in like 2009 right now and shit.
Yeah, my bad. Note 10. I want the Note 10.
But I mean, goddamn, think about it. Okay, you're going to go buy a phone. Why would you buy it from someone else? You're going to pay the same price.
Because, I mean, I told you if I can get that price, but I don't think I can. I don't trust it. I don't trust the source.
You bring me in the whatever it is documentation you have that has that price, and I'll give you the price. That's what I was told.
Okay, we'll see. Anyway, we'll get back to that after. So Thanksgiving, what the fuck do you usually? What's your go-to for food? Like if you were to cook it, if you were to cook your own meal.
So like when I was I do normally cook my own meal, but so when I was married.
But like you had, let's say you're cooking your own meal, and you just have like your ideal shopping list. That's what like.
Ain't gonna be no turkey.
What is it?
Probably prime rib and Alaskan king crab.
I feel like prime rib is more of like a Christmas thing, though. No, what do you do on Christmas?
That's why I would do it on Thanksgiving.
So what would you do on Christmas? Then?
I might deep fry ribs, because that's what I might fucking feel like, dude. So like one year I did a Cornish game head per head that was there to be for Thanksgiving, and I smoked them all.
What does that taste like?
It's good.
Is it like chicken or like
lightweight, like chicken,
white meat, dark meat?
Oh. Like, I don't really remember because I smoked them for like 4.5, 5 hours. Super good though. It's kind of like a chicken, kind of like God damn it, what's the name of that other bird? like a pheasant.
Oh.
It is pheasant, I believe, isn't it?
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. But they're it's kind of like a chickeny taste, but it's not like turkey. But I smoked it with fresh rosemary and thyme. Came out super good.
I like turkey as long as that shit's not dry, and you have gravy that's good.
Yeah, you see, gravy's key with me, dude. That shit's like water.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to be there this year, but please.
No, I think it's going to be good. I think we're in good hands for Thanksgiving.
Oh, no. I'm not even doubting that. I'm just making sure there's like gravy. I love gravy.
Oh, there's always gravy, dude.
I love fucking gravy. No, I'm not too hip with the cranberry shit.
I like cranberry sauce. If it's mixed in with everything, you mix it in.
Why?
I used to make with like the leftovers and shit, I would do a Thanksgiving calzone. I think I talked about it quickly, but like,
oh, that sounds amazing.
But I would put all the shit that was left over plus the cranberry sauce. That would be like the base, and that shit was really
Why
good.
don't you do a Thanksgiving pot pie?
Because pot pies, you have to, unless you buy the crust already pre-made, it's just, you have to do all hella shit. It's a pain in the ass. It's just a lot of work.
I'm not worth it.
I mean, not
to see a smile on this face. With
you
gravy,
would smile
like
if
gravy
you would
coming
smile
out.
if I walked out with a Marie Callender's. You'd be like, oh shit! Like you wouldn't even know the difference. You'd be like,
bro,
oh,
I eat banquet. I don't give a fuck. Marie Callender's go crazy. You better quit playing. You ever had a banquet pot pie?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, it's coming from the bottom. Straight up. That's like some fucking ramen noodle shit.
With their brownie, the little brownies that come in the little.
No, this is actually just a little pot pie.
Oh, it didn't come with like the little brownie inside.
You know what my kids used to eat, bro? You ever heard of kid cuisines?
Yeah, I remember kid cuisines. I used to love those things. And then I added it as I walked into the store.
Like the little dinosaur chicken nuggets with the brownies.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are disgusting.
They're so fucking gross. I used to love it because they had the cartoons on the box. I was big into advertising as a kid. And so I remember trying it when I was an adult. I was living on my own and I was like, you know what, man? I'm a fucking adult. I can buy whatever I want. So I bought kid cuisines. And I went home and I hated that shit up. And I was like, this is fucking terrible. Why would my mom fucking feed this shit to me? It's fucking awful.
I felt so bad as a parent, dude.
Yeah, that shit's gross.
For real. I used to remember watching like their little fried fucking brownie all burnt and shit.
It's like just put
that shit was disgusting, dude.
So gross.
What was your favorite food as a kid?
As a kid? I like omelets a lot. Like so with the American cheese omelets.
So weird.
But like the good Land O'Lakes American cheese, like not the shitty American cheese.
Yeah.
I like that. I was a big fan of.
What was your go-to? Like your mom's go-to? Like that you would be like, yes.
Well, my mom cooked a lot of different shit, but like it wasn't. I went to daycare because my mom was a single mom.
Right.
So I was in daycare most of the time.
Shout out to single moms, including Mama P.
Shout out. So most of the time I was fucking, eating there, and so I would have her make me a bunch of food, and then when I would get home, I would have my mom cook. I mean, I'm trying to think what she would make. I don't know. She didn't have like any signature dishes that like.
So did you ever have like a dish? Okay, so I got like
She makes these good beans that she makes for like the summer every year. Aunt Anne's beans, they're called. But I think that's just a regular ass recipe.
Really?
Yeah.
Like baked beans?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of baked beans and shit mixed together.
I actually got a pretty decent baked bean recipe, and I got to just give credit where credit's due because I'm fat and I like food. Shout out to my ex-wife because it was her recipe. But man, some fire ass baked beans.
Baked beans are underrated. When you make good baked beans, that's good.
Bell pepper and the onion and the ground beef all in them. Motherfuckers just pull out a can of Bushes and be like, baked beans. No, bitch. No, bitch, you forgot a few things. But yeah, no, so I had a real funny story I want to say. I don't know, it might not be too fucking funny, but it's hilarious to me as a grown man now. So years ago, my mom, basically my mom always had just like a certain amount of money every week for groceries. Fuck how many people live there. Fuck the math and what it costs to feed everybody. This is how much you have. You're going to figure out a way to make it work. That's how the household operated. So I remember my mom used to go to Costco like once a month, right? We'd always know she's going to Costco because it was like a big prep day. She's cleaning out everything, making room. Man, she'd go to Costco. She used to always make this shit. We called it Costco chicken. As kids, me and my brother. We thought it was called Costco chicken. But all it really was boneless, skinless chicken thighs.
Oh, like that.
But we thought it was because we'd be like, what kind of chicken is this? Where'd you get it? She'd be like, Costco. So me and my brother were like, Costco chicken.
Oh, so you called that shit.
We thought it was just like, you can only get this at Costco chicken. You know what I mean? Like, this is Costco. Right. So One time, my mom told me she was going to Costco, so I invited my boy Miguel over, and my boy Filipino Fred. We used to call him Flip. And I'm like, hey, you niggas want to come over, man? I was like, you want to come over for dinner? Shit's bomb. They were like, what is it? We was high as fuck. I think we were like 12. I'm like, it's Costco chicken. Nigga, these motherfuckers showed up at my house, bruh. And they looking at me like I'm retarded. Nigga, my Filipino partner was like, man, it's boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I thought I was on to something, bro. Yeah, my retarded
She just bought it from Costco.
But I used to be my go-to, though. Because she always do like the homemade macaroni and cheese and a little broccoli. Yeah.
Nah, my mom would always, like, if she was making something that I didn't want, she would be like, well, you can have this or you can have cereal. And then, so, yeah. I was a fucking asshole. I was like a lot to handle.
Really?
I feel bad for my mom, yeah. To this day.
I was a good kid.
I was a pain in the ass.
Well, until I got locked up. Until I started getting in trouble.
I mean, think of me as an adult. Like, just picture that as a,
nigga,
as a
I ought to
kid.
put you over my lap and whooped your ass a long time and go, shut the fuck up. Go stand in the fucking corner. Oh shit.
Yeah. But now as I get older, I'm just like, fuck, man. I heard a teenager like talking a couple months ago. It was like one of my wife's friends' kids or some shit, and he's going on and on. I was just like, fuck, man. I feel so bad for like being such a shitty teenager. Like that once when you hear somebody else, it's like, oh fuck, man, I was a fucking asshole. It sounds like me when I was a teenager.
Well, you remember? Okay, so you remember growing up, motherfuckers be like, why do you wear your pants like that? Or, you know what I mean? Like, why do you kids tie your shoes like that now?
Right.
Why is your hat on sideways? Or whatever the fuck your deal was, right? I used to be like, that old motherfucker, he don't even know, right? And now all of a sudden, like now, I'm like, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, like, what are you wearing?
I am the old guy now.
I mean, at least with like our generation, I guess, we're kind of similar generations. I'm 30 or what, like in your 30s or something like that.
I'm 37, thanks.
Sorry, I don't want to bust you out.
No, it's all good. I'm old, man. I don't give a fuck.
But like, yeah, dude, like we just would wear like, fucking
anchor blue white.
Yeah, like our pants might be a little bit too low. Our hats would be backwards.
Do you remember like the fucking goddamn anchor blue extreme wide legs and shit? You ever see those?
What, like Jinko? Remember Jinko?
Yeah,
jeans?
the super baggy fucking.
Oh yeah, I had those. I wore those.
Oh my god.
I had my fingernails painted black. I think I've talked about this before.
That's so awkward. I couldn't see like that.
I was like,
you were like a little emo kid.
Well, I was very class clownish for a while. Like I would like to make people laugh and shit. And then I remember we went on some field trip and some shit, and somebody said something to me about, like, I forget. Somebody called me out about something not being funny or some shit. And I took that to heart. So then I went back. And then
You're like,
I had to, like,
practice.
You know how when you're a kid, you got to go home and, like, reinvent yourself. So I, like, went home and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for, like, the brooding fucking emo. So I went for, like, emo. And and that was what I did for a while. I had the fucking black fingernail
You didn't
polish.
do, like, your eyelashes and shit, did you?
No. We used to be, like, mall rats. And we'd go hang out at the mall on Friday nights and shit and kick it.
I
met some like goth chicks and shit, and so I was like, oh man, I should be fucking. That's why I was like into it, because I thought it was a way to get
bitches.
I
ain't gonna lie. So here's the thing. Like, I remember years ago, I used to look at like little gothic bitches and be like, you are weird. Now I'm like, you're a little whore. Like, yeah, I might just want to just take your ass home one time. Like, you just look like
You'll
a fun
wake up
night.
Fucking
this is like
strapped to the bed with your blood.
Look,
She's like,
I'm not
blood.
trying to make breakfast for the bitch, but I'm just saying, like, it might be good for just a one night or just them little bitches are freaks, dude.
Yeah. So I wore, I did that for a little bit, but I had
get off of that.
I had the Jinko jeans and shit, and
the goddamn shell toes.
I did. I had the shell toes.
I used to rock the Pumas.
The what's it called? The ball chain around my neck.
I had the suede Pumas.
Yeah. I didn't have a little hair flip. I didn't do the hair flip, but
shit is so fucking gay, dude.
I had a Caesar cut. My shit was like, when you think about the way you had your hair cut when you were in high school, man, I had like a Caesar cut, but I left enough hair to comb forward, so it was like gelled forward, and I just looked like a fucking weirdo. Like,
really?
Yeah, wasn't good look.
Sorry, once you said the hair flip, though, dude, I just, honestly, dude, I've never met one person that I can say I like that does that hair flip. Like, any dude that does that shit, we're not going to be cool. Like, that's an automatic.
It's a cry for help, I think. This is what it is.
It's like, horrible, dude. Like,
it's like, hey, come help me.
Don't you see me?
Don't you see this fucking hairs in my eye? I'm struggling.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no. I remember, dude, I used to have, like, because I used to play soccer when I was a kid. and so I had like kind of like a fade with like the little curls on top, kind of like my younger son. And then, but mine I kind of brushed back, and then I went through my shaved head days, and then I had my cornrows for a minute. My shit was all braided. I had long ponytail for a while.
I had long ass hair for a while.
Then I had court.
Oh yeah.
I cut all my hair and white boyed up. Went in there like, yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
sir.
Howdy doody.
I did my best.
I tried to grow my hair out for 3 fucking years, and it just never, because I'm half Puerto Rican, so like my hair would grow straight, and then it would curl at the end. So it just never, I tried to grow it out for 3 years. It got long as fuck. But I went to, when I got the job at the...
Do you look like the nigga off Wayne's World?
No, like Garth.
No, not Garth, the other nigga.
Wayne?
Yeah.
No, it was way. I'll show you a picture after, but it would
gotta see that.
It's on my fucking Facebook and shit. But it would grow. Oh, my wife fucking hated it. But it would grow out and then it would curl at the end. So like I'd have almost like a mullet. So I would wear it back.
East side it down, bro.
I would wear that shit back. I would put it and I would put it back with a little barrette, whatever the fuck it's called. Oh yeah, it was bad. But I looked just like Seth Rogen because my shit was all curly. I had
you look like the nigga off Eastbound and Down.
All the Mexicans in the valley when I would bartend, they'd be like, "Hey, bro, you look like Seth Rogen every fucking time." And every time I would be like, my response every time I was like, "Oh yeah, your fucking cousin just said the same thing to me." So yeah, because it's like we got to the point where like every fucking person that would come in, every Mexican dude would be like, "Hey, bro, you look like Seth Rogen." I'm like, "Motherfucker."
Didn't you and Seth Rogen like lose weight around the same time too? Because that's kind of weird.
No, I mean I was.
You were chunkier back then, and so was Seth Rogen.
I started losing weight like 2 years ago, and I've like just been keeping it off pretty much. I mean, I lost it pretty quick, but it's just been keeping it off and maintaining.
What was your major changes?
Sugar. Cutting sugar out, not eating Snickerdoodles and Rice Krispie Treat cereal. But like at night, I would get like a tub of ice cream, like a Haagen-Dazs was my shit, and I would eat that.
Oh, I love Haagen-Dazs.
And I'd be like, well, I'm not eating during the day. Like I'm not eating treats and shit during the day. So
you know what, nigga? I think I'm going to get Haagen-Dazs tonight.
There you go. And so
kids always ask me. Well, no, because I'm gonna watch a movie.
It's so fucking good.
It is.
It's so good.
I'm sorry, dude, but like the ice cream, you always say like certain keywords. I'm like,
well, that's the thing. So I cut out the ice cream, and I was like, I've switched to Fuji apples. So I started doing Fuji.
That's what my son does. Yeah.
I do Fuji apples at night.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, you can do peanut butter if you want some protein, but if you do that, like it just cuts out and then once you stop eating sugar, you just don't really crave it. So like,
yeah, it's super cool. It's cracky.
And then once you get off sugar, the weight just starts. It just falls off, dude. But then the problem is they put it in fucking everything. So like you're using that Johnny seasoning, and you look and there's sugar. It's like, why the fuck is there sugar in this shit? Like,
yeah.
So
you gotta be super careful. I just actually was watching something. It was on YouTube, and it had like other people's country, like people from other countries, come to America to try like different style pizzas, like New York, Chicago, you know what I mean? Like Mexico, like Texi-Mex or whatever you call it shit. California, like different styles, and then different style. Was something else they were eating, man. Might have been snack foods or something from the different regions.
Oh, I've seen those ones.
They were from like England, just all over the world, bro. And the different things, it was funny because all of them said the same thing. Oh, sweet. Oh, sugary. Oh, sweet. Like everything in America has sugar.
The other one I didn't know was like when I started dating Amy, she was like big into not getting shit with high fructose corn syrup. And that was like trying to find shit without high fructose corn syrup was like, what the fuck? Like,
so how did you switch? Like, what were the main things? What are the main differences from what you used to eat to now? Like, how did you switch? What is it? That type of thing.
Well, I stopped eating sweets unless it's like Fuji apples at night. So I'll eat apples at night. I won't do like once that box of Rice Krispie Treat cereal's gone, like I'm doing a fucking detox. But just that's the thing, cutting sugar out, like just.
What'd you replace it with?
Fruit. I replace it with fruit. I would have grapes.
Right.
Apples. I just replace it with fruit, and that gets my sweet tooth. So at night I just have, I eat a couple apples. Fucking that gets my sweet. If you do the peanut butter, it fills you up quick. You have one apple and then you go to bed.
Right.
The other thing is alcohol. I mean, I was drinking every day. So that's a big one. I mean, there's so much fun. Like that's the other thing. When you quit alcohol, I mean, once you get used to being done with it, you know, you start to drop weight off hella fast.
I know.
Because there's so much sugar in that. There's so much like.
It's just a Bloody Mary, Perry.
Yeah, but do you know how much sugar is in the vodka that's in that Bloody Mary?
You know how good it is, though?
I know. It's fucking good.
And I got my little edible kicking in a little bit, so I'm like kind of like.
I forgot I took that edible. Yeah, that's not doing shit for me.
It doesn't even make you relax. That's all it does to me. Like right now, I just feel it's chill.
Nothing.
Like super relaxed. Got a pot roast cooking.
Yeah, but they've never had. I mean,
hella high fructose corn syrup in it.
Yeah. What? Do you have any good hood turkey stories? I said hood Thanksgiving stories.
Yeah, actually. So one of my
you had a good Christmas one. If you haven't listened to that one, go back and listen to our first Itty Bitty podcast with Vince on it.
The one so that my boy T House, man, back home in Cali. And this used to be like my right hand nigga, you feel me? Like me and this nigga was dailies, right? And we was drinking partners the whole shit. But the difference is that nigga yoked as fuck. Like he from East Palo Alto, shout out EPA, Rogues, the whole shit. But this nigga super means. The Rogue is like nigga or Cuddy. Okay. So like where I'm from, we call each other Cuddy. You know what I mean? Cuddy is like a bro, you know, or my nigga, whatever, however you want to say it. Well, in EPA they say Rogue. Okay. That's the slang for knowing where you're from. But anyway, but my boy, we always barbecue together. We just throw conjunction barbecues. We both had big ass fucking barrel pits, smokers. We just sit there, get fucked up, play dominoes, Madden, and barbecue. That was our excuse to hang out and drink, right? So this nigga tells me, he's like, yeah, I'm going to smoke a turkey. And, you know, you, Keita, the kids, woody whoop whoop whoops, you know what I'm saying, come through. And we're over there drunk as fuck, bro. And I'll never forget, like, this nigga pulled the turkey off. It probably needed another 2.5 hours, dog. It was still kind of raw. And he normally wasn't like that. Like, he's a super good cook. But he was just kind of fucked up drunk. And I think because like all the families were there, like, you know what I mean? His pops, you know what I mean? Shout out to Big T's dad. And he was out and they were like, we was chilling, you know what I mean? And he hadn't really done this yet. Normally he came to my house.
Right.
And so I think he got nervous. Somebody pulled up, but it was still like kind of raw. And so he was super fucking pissed, right? Because now he was embarrassed. Everybody's, you know, and then so my little V, Yellow, was outside playing basketball and shit. Well, this nigga's baby mom, her uncle lived with them. His name, I'm not even going to go into his name, but Donnie. Actually, just say his first name. Fuck it. He's a bitch anyway.
He'll probably never listen.
So, no, I hope he does hear. He's a bitch. But he's like an old, perverted, drunk uncle. Like, this motherfucker's like in his 50s, can't take care of himself, lives with his niece and my boy T. And, like, he has a room upstairs where like you never go because you know he's watching porn and drinking Bud Light. Like you're one of those dudes, right? You want to fight, you want to beat his ass every time you see him, but you feel bad because he's just kind of lightweight retarded. So you just hope he crosses that line,
right?
So after the raw turkey comes out, bruh. So this nigga hella mad, right? Well, all of a sudden his son comes walking in and was like, or no, my son comes walking in and was like, Dad, can you come get to say something to Uncle Donnie? And little V was like probably 8 or 9 years old. And this thing, I said, man, why? Because I'm in there drinking. My boy's pissed off. You know what I mean? Baby mom obviously didn't want to be there. Like it was some weird shit going on. I was getting irritated. He was like, he just told me to shut up and whoop, whoop. Boy, my boy Tim, I didn't even get a chance to get out my chair. I swear to God, this nigga straight. Beep, through the whole house. Nigga, I heard the door and I looked up and that nigga threw this man. And it was like that nigga crossed the line, bro. He threw this nigga in the middle of the street. He's like, oh, T, what are you doing? You can see him crab walking on the fucking asphalt backwards trying to get away. It was super fucked up. But then, like, after it was all over, I looked at T. I was like, he was super pissed about that turkey. He's like, fuck yeah, nigga. The whole thing, he about beat this retarded. Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. Shit. For a fucked up hood Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? That's probably one of the best ones. Yeah. If you were there and seen like how quick like the whole mood changed, like it went from party, fun to raw turkey and get thrown in the middle of the street. Like it was yeah.
I haven't even been back home for Thanksgiving in years. Since I've been on the West Coast, I don't think I've maybe gone back once for Thanksgiving.
You really like it out there better?
I do, yeah.
You said you think I would like it better out there.
I don't know if you'd like it better. I mean,
Well, that's what you told me a couple of episodes ago. If you listen, you was talking about, well, you're more of a people person. You talk a lot.
Well, yeah, because people are more likely to like chop it up with you, and like they're not awkward. Like people out here, no offense if you live out in Washington,
fuck you. It's awkward.
You're fucking. Most of the people I've met out here are awkward as fuck. Like, so it's not like.
As soon as you start talking,
Don't get me wrong. I have met some cool motherfuckers.
There's some good people out here.
But the majority, it's just like you're talking to them, and it's just like it's not registering that you're having human interactions. It's just like. You're another person? What? Like, it's fucking weird. So that's the only thing. It's
wrong turn weird.
People out there are more real. Like you'll get into it a lot more, but like it's not like getting into it where it's more like, you get into it. So like I got into it with somebody at the car rental place one time, and I could tell like I was not gonna get my way. Like I tried to return the vehicle, and they were fucking closed when I tried to return it, so I didn't know what to do. So I called, and they were like, "Well, you just leave it there, and they're probably going to charge you, but you can go in and try to get them to reverse it." So I go in the next day. I'm like, "Hey, I dropped my car off yesterday. Like, took a picture, timestamped everything. I just wanted to make sure I didn't get charged." She's like, "Okay," and just with like attitude, she was just like, "I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not going to help you." So I just basically had to go back and forth with this chick. Like, I dropped this vehicle off. I took a picture. You guys were closed. It was a day where you're supposed to be open. You closed because of the weather.
Damn, nigga, what hood ass spot you rent a car from?
It was in Brockton, fucking Brockton, Mass.
Like, just a random ass car.
It was like one up the street from us. I don't know.
A1
It's
Rentals.
like Enterprise, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or no. It's
I thought it was one of them little A1 Rentals and shit. Hertz, yeah, Hertz is good.
And so she just was like not trying to fucking help me. So I was like, and she had such an attitude that I almost like I was laughing, like I was getting upset because I was like, I know you can fix this for me, but like I was just kind of laughing at the amount of attitude that she was giving me in the process.
Life
so I was
goes
just
full
like,
circle,
right.
doesn't it?
And so I'm like, can I just talk to your manager? Get the manager, tell him what happens. He's like, well, you do know that if you could drop it off and we're closed, we're supposed to charge. I'm like, yeah, I know that, but I'm like asking you if you could fucking help me out. And they took it away, but it was just funny. That's just
you had to work your ass off.
I had to work my ass off for it. But the
Isn't
chick
that
was just
funny how life went full circle on you?
Well, where do you think I got it from?
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's where I come from, man. That's confrontation. I was like born into confrontation.
Yeah, man, you make it sound
it doesn't bother me. It just doesn't. Confrontation doesn't really bother me. Like
it's not supposed to.
It's
If it bothers you, you should duct tape your dick to your butthole.
I think a lot of times people put like people build up a confrontation in their head before it actually happens. So like you're thinking like how sometimes I put like this whole scenario in my head like I'm gonna fucking go and do this and do that, and then you get there and they're just like, hey, what's up? And you're like, what? Like, and
they have no clue what the fuck you're
talking about. You're just mad. You just made yourself mad for no fucking reason.
You ever see the movie Dazed and Confused?
Yeah.
I love that fucking movie.
It's a good movie.
But when you say confrontation, they make it up in their head. It just reminded me of that little fight scene where it's like, no, fights like this always get broke up after the first punch. Then he had the whole plan in his head. Like, I'm going to hit this nigga. He's going to be dropped. It's going to be broke up. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to be a pussy. Get this shit beat out of him. Oh, I love that fucking movie. Yeah, that movie's hella funny.
He does hella say that shit.
That was like a graduation movie for my kids, dude. I remember they were all my kids were young as shit when I made them watch that.
Yeah.
That was my older brother's favorite. That's a classic.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
That's right. It was like The Sandlot.
Sandlot's, yeah. My wife actually hadn't seen The Sandlot. I had to show that to her, and she had never seen it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Where's she from again?
A small town in East Bumfuck, Connecticut.
What do they watch out there? What the hell? She's my age. Like, how do you not know The Sandlot?
I don't know. I mean, she knew shit that I didn't know. What was the one that she wanted to watch was Labyrinth. I was like, this is a fucking pedophile. I watched that shit as an adult with David Bowie. He's like trying to get this little girl.
Like, starts with a G.
What?
What's the name of the movie? Labyrinth is where he walks up upside down and shit.
I don't know, where he's singing about like
it's a super
taking
weird,
this little girl's virginity or some shit.
It's a super fucking weird movie.
I was like, Amy, what kind of fucking pedophile movie are you having me watch? She had me watch that one and then Little Monsters with Howie Mandel, like in the same weekend. And I was like, this is like, these are all just pedophiles. Like, what is this?
Have you ever watched the movie? Were you ever into like BMX racing and shit?
Not really. I mean,
Did you ever watch a movie called Rad? From like the 90s.
Sounds familiar, but no.
Just RAD in red letters, dude. Mm-hmm. Hey, if you have access to it, just look. It's probably so stupid, but that used to be like the dopest movie when we were kids.
Rad.
Oh, I swear to God, it has to do with this kid and BMX racing. And
did you get on Disney Plus with because isn't it free if you have Verizon?
I don't know.
It's free if you have unlimited with Verizon.
I have unlimited, but I'm not on like the newer plans.
It doesn't matter. I think you still get free Disney Plus. It's actually, I mean,
and it works on my Fire Stick and shit.
It should. It's just like a regular app. It's just like Netflix and shit.
See, we talk about pedophiles and shit. I gotta bring this up. Yeah, my bad. Because because we were just talking about, and now you brought up Disney. Have you seen all like the hidden images and shit and all their fucking like?
I did a long time ago.
Is
like,
that? I mean, is it just me? Like, I almost want to say like your brain makes you think that's what it looked like.
Or, I don't know. I could see myself like if I was a cartoonist. You got to remember, like if you're a cartoonist, you're probably not super like mature. You're probably like somebody who just like I like to fucking draw cartoons and like that's what I want to do. I'm not saying if you're a cartoonist, I apologize if it's super serious work.
You should interview a cartoonist.
Right. Like I just made a generalization about cartoonists.
We want to bridge the gap.
So I know. I don't want to be walking around here like a fucking idiot. So anyway, this...
Like, could you really just like think about it for little kid movies? Like these cartoons are going to be on little kid...
Yeah, but if I was like, let's say...
objects and shit in there.
Let's say if you're starting your cartoonist and you're like in your early 20s or something... And you have to do a cartoon, and you're just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll throw a dick in and see if people notice it. Like, I feel like if you're because you're like nobody's gonna see the shit. You know, it's when you're working on something, you don't know if you're working on Aladdin or something.
20 years later,
you're not like, oh, this is gonna be like one of those movies that's gonna set the. You're just thinking, I'm working on this movie, I'm gonna throw a dick in here. It'll be funny.
He just threw some dicks in fucking Aladdin.
And then 50 years from now,
fuck, like one of the best selling movies ever.
Well, here's the thing: I don't think people accounted for the internet, so people will probably like, oh, I'll throw a dick in, and nobody will ever see it.
But the thing is, okay, so granted, you know how many times like we don't watch the movies, I've never once seen it, and then all of a sudden I take one person on Facebook to circle it yellow, and I'm like,
well, yeah, because it's the internet now. People slow it down, and like I was because I'm not proud of this, but I'm still muscling through fucking White Friends with my wife.
I told you I can't handle that shit. It's funny for it to air too, and I'm like,
some of the shit I'm like, dude, I can't believe they got away with this shit. Like there's but it's some of the shit's funny, but like a lot of that shit is like, little things that you would see like hit like different weird shit that just didn't make it through. Like there was one scene where one of the white friends is talking to the other white friend, and I don't remember which one was which, but she's talking to her, and then all of a sudden it cuts, and you could see it's like a completely different person's face. And so like shit like that, continuation and all that shit gets through. So I mean, do you really think they're gonna catch a fucking dick in a cartoon?
Well, obviously someone's catching it. That's
they do like later. Now the people are like,
but sleuths. Who sees that shit?
People sit and they fucking watch and they like.
Okay, so that's my point. Is it really there? Is it they literally have sat and watched it for so long to make it look like that? So then the thought is put into your head that it is that, and then you see it, and now it's becoming.
I mean, it could be a dick, but it could not.
Do you remember Superbad?
Yeah, we just
drawing dicks. That's
the thing. I mean,
couldn't stop drawing dicks.
If you're drawing, chances are like that's one of the easiest things to draw. I can draw a dick. You can draw a dick. Anybody can draw a dick.
Hey, look,
I would be putting that shit.
I'm gonna throw it out there right now. Big Vince don't draw dicks. There's no reason to. I've never once just been like, you know what? Let me draw a good cock and balls.
You've drawn dicks before.
Probably have.
Everybody draws dicks.
I just draw a lot of boobies.
It's the easiest fucking thing you can draw.
Nope, titties. W with some nipples.
Yeah, I mean
that's pretty goddamn easy, brother.
You go one more step, you got a dick.
You're retarded as fuck. You're the fucking, what's that nigga's name? The ex-Marine that used to pay Bob
Ross. He was an ex-Marine.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck? I didn't know that.
Dude, look up Bob Ross's documentary.
Bob Ross was an ex-Marine.
He was like, yeah, dude, like Vietnam or some shit. That motherfucker was
Happy
like
Little
goon.
Trees.
Little afro.
So all those trees were like Charlie.
So next time you see
that
nigga painting, look how that nigga's half sleeve shirts are even rolled up. That nigga was guns out, suns out, nigga. What the fuck?
Just look.
Bob Ross was a gangster, dude.
I didn't know that he was an ex-Marine.
Look it up. Dope little documentary. I watched it.
I guess I'm learning shit here, dude.
That's kind of the point of talking with each other.
Fuck.
And I share it with people because it's interesting. You got to get through some bullshit to find out cool stuff.
Find out cool shit.
Bob Ross is the goddamn motherfucker.
You have to listen for about an hour before you find out that Bob Ross is an ex-Marine. And,
Dope.
I mean, I'm just taking your word for this, so I don't think that you would steer us wrong, but I'm sure that Bob Ross probably was an ex-Marine.
God damn it. I'm going to Google it right now.
That's why he's got that afro. He's like, I'm going to keep my shit clean. You're not taking this shit from me. Bob, fuck, man.
Bob.
Have you ever sat and watched Bob Ross on Netflix?
No.
Well, not Netflix, but just like lately. Just
in 1961, 18-year-old Ross enlisted in the United States Air Force is what he was, and was put into service as a medical records technician. He wasn't a Marine. He was Air Force.
Air Force.
Bob Ross completed painting military.com. I was the guy who makes you scrub the... you got to watch it, though, dude. It's pretty dope.
I'll probably get in on that at some point.
Yeah, but it's Bob fucking Ross, dude.
But yeah, when you sit and watch it,
calm.
It's chill.
Like relaxing. Kind of weird.
It's weird because we started one when they put it on Netflix. I was like, oh, this will be fun. I put one episode on, and you just kind of like, you're like, oh, let's see where this goes. And you just watch, like, I think we got through 2 episodes like that. Just because, like...
Super weird.
Yeah.
I think that nigga was on acid, bro.
He might be. Fuck.
Ex-military, Vietnam era.
I would take acid if I was, Bob
Did you
Ross.
end up, you know what? Last time we talked, I think you said you were going to take some acid this week.
Yeah, I had a drink or two. I don't think I'm not taking acid this week. I want to try. I mean, I can if I want to, but.
Do you have any?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe that would be a good episode.
Maybe.
I
thought about it.
Yeah, I'm not. You.
Where you would be?
No, I'd be normal. I'd be Vince.
I would have to take like 1 hit. I couldn't on 2. I don't think I'd be able to do it.
You wouldn't be functioning?
No, if I took 2 hits of acid, I mean.
So just 1. What's going to happen?
1, I can probably sit here and focus for
if
I get myself like if I just smoke out, but like if I give myself anything to supercharge that shit, like some Molly or something, forget it. But I would probably just do like a hit if I was to do it on the podcast. Allegedly. Because again,
it's completely fictional.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, would you have visuals
on the podcast? Would I have visuals off 1? Probably not. I'd probably feel good. I've only ever done multiple though. Like I usually start with 1 and then for like wait an hour and a half and then I'll take like another hit. But that's usually that second hit that gets me to the next level. So
I don't want to know what the next level is. I'm cool.
It's honestly not that bad. It's not like you're gonna.
What about shroomies? Compare it.
So when I take shrooms, I mean it's a very specific feeling. You alter your consciousness. You think more like clearly about shit. So if I have a big decision or something, I'll kind of take that and take mushrooms on it and think about it. It kind of drops your ego down a little bit. With acid, I've only taken it in like festival settings though. Like I'm a weirdo. I was just like, fuck it, just throw me into the fire. Like let me take that shit. And it felt like everything was like set up and designed for me to trip where we were at, because we were at a festival. There's lights everywhere.
Is it because super conceited and shit?
Well, no, like
it's
I honestly was like, I kept
bitches.
asking my friends, I'm like, how did you guys, like, you told everybody it was my first time tripping and this is what they did for me? Like, that was my mentality. Like, how did you guys set all this stuff up?
That's dope, dude. Well, that's a good, see?
And
that's a good trip.
They're just looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, we didn't, like, this is just, like, I just had the feeling that everybody knew and that everybody was there to help me out. And so, like, I think I've told this part on the podcast before, but I came around the corner and there was this motherfucker with he's usually the fire starter. Like, he's always going back and forth, doing the fire, back and forth. And so he goes and he puts, and I'm the only person of my group that's on acid at this point. I'm like, nobody wanted to take it. Everybody's afraid to take it. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it. And so
you're just solo bolo on a mission.
Solo. Nobody else is on my level, like even remotely. I think they were all just drinking.
So you just found a whole bunch of new friends.
Well, I had one dude who had gotten it for me, and he kept coming around in full circle. He was dressed up like, I don't know what the fuck he was dressed like, but so I thought he had set the whole thing up because he kept lapping me and shit, like finding me throughout the night. And I was so fucked up, I thought that,
they literally like pre-planned this whole party.
Yeah, they pre-planned this shit for me to trip for my first time.
Goddamn important, dog.
like we were sitting there and I lit up a joint, and the neighbor's music, they had this music that was playing on a loop. It was like the Pink Floyd or some shit, but it would play a rocket ship going off at the beginning, like as you would take off the trip, basically.
This was your way to fucking tell time.
No, dude,
shit.
I swear to God. So right as I hit the lighter to hit the joint, and I hit it, I took my first hit, and as I exhaled, that soundtrack kicked on. So it was like a rocket ship setting off. And I looked at the dude who at this point, I didn't know if this dude was real or not, because I don't know what I'm going to see. I don't know.
This is a goddamn Truman Show.
I honestly didn't know that this dude existed. Like at the end of the night, I had to ask my wife. I was like, "Does this motherfucker exist?" Because she was sober, like trying to keep me from fucking keep me from pissing on myself and shit.
Right. That is
so I'm like,
awesome.
Does this dude exist? And so I hit the joint, and as I hit it, the fucking
rocket
thing
ship
fires up, and I go, "Did you just do that?" He goes, "Motherfucker, you hit the joint." And I look down at it, and I'm like, I did just hit the joint. And I go to hand it to him. He's like, "I don't want that magic joint," and just gets up and fucking leaves. So I was like,
oh, that is so fucking amazing.
He kept coming back doing shit
so
like that.
So this thing is saying you just hit the joint, so you really thought like you just set the rocket ship up.
Mm-hmm. And he just got up and walked away. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, and little shit like that, he kept popping in throughout the night. And like, he was there the whole time.
That is amazing.
He just was fucking.
I would have had a great time too.
Well, he was, I guess there's like, supposedly there's like some tradition that if somebody gets you acid for the first time, it's like your job to
keep an eye on him.
Yeah. And so he would just pop up. And,
yeah.
Like, so.
See, and that's my whole point. See how you just say like your wife had to be sober to keep you from pissing. Okay, imagine me. Can you imagine if I decide to snap on acid?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, you know, you're like, no, Vince, should be fun. No, nigga,
well, the place that I was at,
is out the cage.
The place that I was at was also designed. It's like if it's during the day.
No, it's because it was designed for you. See, you still tripping.
Well, like if you,
it was designed to keep everybody safe.
I forgot to say the other part where the dude. So I come to the fire pit, and this dude who's normally in charge of the fire, he brings the logs back and forth and shit. And apparently he also plays the saxophone. So like,
the Tanner,
like what? Danny Tanner?
No, the Tanner sax. There's two different kinds of saxophones.
Oh, isn't it tenor?
The tenor.
I was thinking of Danny Tanner from Full
My
House.
bad. Yeah,
that's why. What happens when you smoke
lingo.
Weed. Maybe I am feeling those edibles a little bit.
Stop, fucker.
And so I come around the corner, and one of the people that was with me was like, yeah, I've never seen somebody's mind actually look blown. And like, I come around the corner, and the fire guy is playing the sax, dude, like fucking. And so as I see him, he's got the saxophone and he's blowing that shit. And so one, it sounded amazing because it was at the drum circle.
That nigga probably sound like shit in real life. Apparently out there like,
nah, he could really play. But I thought, that was another thing. I was like, this guy was always the fire guy. Like, he was never the sax guy. He never.
Here you was bitching about being the producer and the host.
So I'm like,
this nigga starting fires and playing saxophone, but niggas like you.
Go ahead, I'm just like, sub, like, dude, this motherfucker, like, is that the fire guy playing the sax? Like, my mind was blown that the fire guy was playing the sax, and like the flames were coming up behind him and shit. And so I just really thought that he had done that for me. Like, I had come down and he was playing the sax. I
would have loved to fucking been there, bro.
But other than that, I mean, if it was during the day, like a nice warm day with a little lake to look at, I don't think you would freak out. Like, it's just, I was at night where you can't see. And you can't
that
see
shit right there
too.
Sounded amazing.
Well, that's the thing. You can't really see shit too. Everything's like,
fuck all that. I would love a trip like you just explained. Nigga, your retarded ass thought people set up an entire day for you.
Yeah.
Nigga was playing a saxophone, a fucking goddamn space shuttle went off because you lit a joint.
Mm-hmm.
I want days like that. I don't care how stupid it sounds. It'd be like, this whole motherfucker was built for me.
I really did. I was like, this was all for me.
That's what I'm saying.
Guys.
That's so awesome.
But then I think something turned my trip. I think there was like a silent disco. And because everything was at night, as soon as you walk into the silent disco, all the lights are on. So that shit fucked me up. I was like, nah, this is not. So I walked out, and I walked up to a group of people I thought I knew, and I didn't. So then that tripped me out. So I had to go lay in this room full of carpets. I found a teepee with a bunch of carpets.
Yeah,
and
see, I'm just not that guy, bro. Could you imagine, see how you're off on your own all this time?
Yeah.
Tripping. Just imagine my big
Well,
ass.
the last time, I mean,
imagine me walking up to someone like, "Hey, nigga," and they're like, "We don't know you."
But the last time I took it, I was fucking Mr. Social Butterfly. I took like a little bit of Molly. I've talked
And then
about
when you
this on-
stole the bike.
Yeah, I kept stealing the bike and riding it around. But that shit was hella fun. Like, I've never had more fun. I was high as fuck on acid. Like, you couldn't tell me anything that night. Like, nothing was gonna fuck my high up. I was riding around on a bicycle. Like, I was king of the like a kid, dude. It was just like lights on, fucking riding around. We built a little
shout out to Amy for dealing with this nigga.
Yeah, I feel bad.
That's awesome for you, but shout out to wifey, man.
Well, she lets me get away with a bunch of shit, so I appreciate it. But yeah,
solid. That's like we were talking about earlier, man. Having someone that you actually like.
Yeah.
You don't love, whatever, but someone.
But it's also not something that I'm like doing. It's not like I'm like, hey, I'm doing this every fucking day. I'm making a habit.
No, I'm not even putting it out like that.
It happens.
But that's solid though. Right. Like you said that, like she lets you be you, man.
Yeah.
She lets you still be you. You know what I mean? You don't have to. That's dope.
Thank you.
That's dope.
I don't know why I'm thanking you. She's the one who's cool. So
it's good.
I'm lucky.
Who do you got on this game tonight?
Who is it? It's Ravens
and Rams.
Rams. Shit, Ravens. I think. I don't know that Rams offense has been atrocious, so I'm gonna say Ravens too. But it could. I mean, they could come out firing. Who knows?
Did you see my poor Raiders yesterday?
Yeah, they got dog walked by the Jets. That was embarrassing.
Hey, you know what it was? Just Green Bay got dog walked by the Niners too.
But Green Bay, I feel like that happens every couple weeks, and then everybody acts surprised.
It's like, the Raiders, and you're acting surprised?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, I figured that they would get dog walked, but
fuck you, dude.
Let's fucking what's
about to close it up.
Yeah, what's some good Thanksgiving stuff to close out on? Like, what's
be thankful, you punk ass bitch. When you're eating a banquet pot pie, a top ramen nigga, a bologna sandwich, be thankful, man. Remember what Thanksgiving's about. You know what I mean? It ain't about who can make the best. I mean, it is about who can make the best turkey, goddamn it. But man, quit bringing goddamn Kraft macaroni and cheese to the cookout, people.
Yeah.
Don't nobody like that shit. Boil some goddamn noodles. Get some Tillamook.
Tillamook
go crazy.
Yeah, I've actually been to Tillamook.
Do this shit right. Take pride in what you got, and if you ain't got shit, just be thankful you got whatever you do have.
And be thankful you have a job.
You're not thankful. You know what? No, you should be thankful. Shit, this time last month, bro, me and my kids have barely been up here a month.
Right? And you were like, what, living in a hotel? Now
we were living with some. Anyway, I'm not gonna go down that story, but. Yeah, no, it was in
I feel like
December.
You keep teasing that story, and you got to tell that story.
Nah, man, because it's a small area, man. And at the end of the day, the house was opened up to me, and I got respect and love for them for that.
I know, but
regardless, because there's the other part of me. You know what I mean? That's different. That's me and you talking.
Yeah,
not me and you.
Well, you've talked about it like on here, I think before.
The fuckers were weird.
You've talked about it. That's why you're like you try to save face. I'm like you've already talked about this.
It was weird, but yeah, no. You figure be thankful, man. We was literally, nigga. She made strawberry tamales.
Ew.
Who the fuck does that? That was the part I didn't want to bring up. I was trying, but I can't keep it in, bro.
Ew.
Nigga, look, bitch, she Mexican. Nigga, I'm California. I love goddamn Mexican food.
Strawberry tamales.
Nigga, bring a dozen for $15. I don't give a fuck. Watch this. Hey, Rick. Last year, Thanksgiving. Do you remember the strawberry tamales?
Yeah.
Nigga, all week they talking about making tamales, cuz I swear to God, strawberries in this bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? What the? I couldn't even eat. I deep fried a turkey. The whole turkey was gone.
That's disgusting.
It was fucking dude. Especially when you from Cali and you fat, my nigga. You know how happy I was to hear tamales.
Well, maybe you should have been thankful for the fucking strawberry tamales that you were bestowed upon you on Thanksgiving. I ate my deep fried You're sending a mixed message here. You just said be grateful for what you have, and now you're talking shit about somebody's strawberry tamales.
Because I just got to say, I got all of them respect for the door that was open.
I'm just fucking with. I
do have some other exciting shit, man. Try something different. You know what? My homeboy out here owns a store right here, the little liquor store. Mm-hmm. Man, he about to be bringing me some East Indian food, some Sikh food.
Oh shit!
Yeah, some naan, a little dal. Broti, curry, and something else.
That sounds bomb.
Plug, fire, yeah. Oh, butter chicken. Quit playing with your boy. I'm fat in all ways, brother. Man, I'm telling you. And then I got this little female lumpia. She make a lumpia for Thanksgiving.
Lumpia's bomb, yeah.
Smack it down.
That shit's good.
As I'm saying, so be thankful, be creative. You don't got to be a big traditional fucking drapes and candles lit. You know what I mean? Don't let the stress and the pressure kill you.
Yeah.
If you're really around good people, it don't matter what y'all eating, what y'all doing.
Yeah.
You with family, you with friends. You know what I mean? Be thankful for what you got.
Well said.
Gobble, gobble, bitch.
Gobble, gobble, bitch. Gobble these nuts, motherfucker.
2 times.
Yeah, so there's only going to be the Itty Bitty Podcast will be Choice Nugs as well. So it'll be a joint nug only.
On this one?
Yeah, this will be on Itty Bitty Podcast just to make it easier for me for the holiday week. But I do have a bunch of interviews lined up coming up after the holiday break. I just didn't want to leave you guys with nothing.
God, I'm something. What the fuck?
Well, no, of course, motherfucker. You're like one of your
feelings. Whoa.
I've gotten more compliments about you than me. So settle down.
Really?
Yeah, I told you that.
Shout out to me then.
If you're listening as a listener of the Itty Bitty Podcast, keep doing what you're doing. Share, rate, subscribe, review. Tell all your friends.
What
check
number
out
do they call?
Choice Nugs Only. Well, that's Choice Nugs Only. So if you're a Choice Nugs Only listener, check out Itty Bitty Podcast and vice versa on all the socials, medias. And then the phone number again is 702-907-TOKE.
Now I gotta ask this.
Yeah.
What kind of holiday herb y'all smoking? Holiday drinks. Anybody got holiday drink recipes? Now I know it's Choice Nugs.
I got a holiday drink.
I know
recipe.
we do the Choice Nugs. No, I'm talking to the listeners too, though.
Oh yeah.
I want to know what they smoke on. Like, let's say holiday shit. Their OG granddaddy perp.
My favorite is to smoke a blunt of something, like before we eat.
A syrup blunt.
No, I'm not doing a syrup blunt before I eat. No, that should have put me to bed. No, it'll make me not want to eat. It'll make my
I'm not smoking before I eat. But but other than that, other than the tree or whatever, everybody else. Holiday drinks.
I thought you were talking about the tree, like the Christmas tree. I was like, wait, we just jumped to Christmas.
Holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what do you like to do? Like we were talking about earlier stories. But what's your holiday drink?
Yeah,
is it some Hennessy and some fucking eggnog or what? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what do you fuck with?
So holiday recipes. Call in with your food recipes.
Just
what you're smoking on, call in. Yeah, fucking call in.
Chibit you.
But all right, we'll be back next week with some new shit. And
enjoy your holidays, man. Drive safe. Don't drinking and driving.
Don't drive. Call an Uber. Smoke a bunch of weed.
Go to sleep.
Drink. Go to sleep. What does that mean?
Don't even drive home. Just go to sleep, bitch.
Yeah, just go to sleep. It's usually not worth it.
No.
Unless there's a hot girl you're trying to fuck. Or guy if you're trying to fuck a hot guy too. We might have some female listeners. Oh. Or gay listeners.
It's not worth it. Pussy's not worth it. Dick ain't worth it, bitch.
Yeah. Just
don't risk other people's lives.
There you go. There's a good one.
Ain't no pussy worth it. There ain't no dick worth it. Believe that.
All right. Have a good fucking Thanksgiving. We'll see you guys next week.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.